The thrill and the excitement of gambling, it captivates you. It entices you. It's fun. And thinking back, I do in fact miss it. Coach Greg, in today's video, gambling, it's way worse than steroids. And so Drew Gooden posts a video. It's the online gambling epidemic. And guess who is at the forefront? The star of the video. It's Togi.
Greg goddamn Doucette.
Could it have been anyone else?
I'm being sarcastic.
Togi's got that roid rage. Togi is the worst modern fitness influencer, takes steroids, gambles, and has bipolar episodes. That man losing $1 million makes me physically sick. Oh my God, that's like watching someone overdose on drugs before your eyes. It's so disturbing.
It's become so normalized that it might be easy to forget that gambling can be kind of bad, actually. About 10 million people in the US alone struggle with gambling in some way, a good portion of which are under the age of 25.
10 million people, United States alone, they struggle with gambling. That's almost 3% of the population. And remember, you can't even gamble unless you're of age. Just think of how many people have a gambling problem. Even amongst my own friends. 50% of my friends, whenever there's a sports game, they're betting on everything. They're betting on how many rounds it lasts, who's winning what, how many free throws they're going to make, everything. Slowly, week after week, they keep losing money. They don't notice it all at once. They're not like Togi losing $1 million in a day.
Lost over $1 million today.
But they are in fact losing money. For some reason, in 2024, it's suddenly now cool to gamble. When we all know that gambling is rigged to have you lose. If you gamble long enough, you're going to lose all your money. Why do people do it? Well, they do it for the dopamine. The thrill, the excitement of when you get that win.
Ah! Who put their hand on my butt? Do it again.
You win 1 or 2 big ones in the year, and that's what you remember. You forget about the other 50 times where you lost your money.
Gambling addicts attempt suicide at a rate 15 times higher than the general population. The average debt of a gambling addict can range from $15,000 to $90,000.
And so yes, I know someone that lost their home. They lost their family because of gambling. If you don't think it's a problem, then what is wrong with you?
Oh, steroids are bad.
Yeah, gambling is worse. It affects far, far more people. But yet in 2024, it's literally glorified. It's okay. You grab your phone and within a minute, you can be gambling. Imagine if you could grab your phone and text your T-plug, and within a minute, I was at your door. And imagine if I wasn't just selling turkesterone, I was selling everything, laced with who knows what. Would you be okay with that? But yet, this happens every single day to millions of people with gambling.
So in 2018, the Supreme Court overruled the federal ban on sports betting. And since then, Americans have collectively lost over $245 billion on it.
And so no big deal. Americans have only lost about $250 billion. What's $250 billion between friends? But yet we ban commercials where we show people smoking cigarettes. We're not allowed to show people getting drunk drinking alcohol. And so why are we allowed to promote gambling?
You don't need to know everything about every sport.
Good, because I don't.
Yeah, me either. All you need is a feeling and a phone.
Oh my gosh, I won.
That is such a bold way to advertise your product. You don't have to know anything about sports in order to bet on them.
And so imagine
You don't have to know anything. Why would you want to know something on what you're gambling your hard-earned money on? It's better to know nothing. You just lose it for free.
And so online gambling is equivalent to pressing a button and slowly losing your money. Every time you press your button, you slowly lose money. And so here's the thing, with gambling, it's an intermittent reward. I studied psychology in university. And so when you're rewarded intermittently, when you don't know why, you don't know if it's going to be after 50 times, 1 time, 3 times in a row. You don't know nothing. And so that is how they get you. They perhaps lure you in, you win the first time, and then now you're addicted. You lose 10 times in a row, but then the 11th time you win. Then you lose 6 times in a row, but the 7th time you win. Or maybe it's the 30th. And you keep going and going and going, slowly emptying your bank account week after week, month after month, year after year. And so if every time you press that button on your phone, it went down $10, 100, 90, 80, 70, 60, how many times would you press it before you stop? It probably wouldn't take you very long. But what if it went up occasionally? 90, 80, 70, 110. Ooh! I feel good. I feel something, some dopamine. It makes me feel good. My brain tingles.
So they'll lure you in with an offer that seems too good to be true because all of that is pennies compared to what they're raking in from the people who are hooked.
And so just like T-Plug, they give you an offer you can't refuse. And so, for example, everyone knows that I'm pushing testosterone. I'm pushing 50, yeah, I'm 49, but I'm pushing 50 keys across the border. To try and get you addicted to testosterone, I tell you there's a money-back guarantee. And there's also a $20 gift card. And so to get you addicted to testosterone, because it is in fact that good, it's way better than creatine, at least in my opinion, and that of several others. And then once you try it and experience it, you'll see how wonderful and amazing it is. And then you'll want to keep buying it. And so that is why I offer the money back guarantee as well as the gift card, because I know once you try it and experience it, you'll learn to love it. That is what they're doing in gambling. The only difference is in gambling, it can ruin your life. You get addicted to it, you keep gambling, and before you know it, you don't have any money. I highly doubt people are going to start buying thousands of balls of testosterone. You could try, but I can't keep it in stock. And so try it if you can, but I'm going to run out. Code Greg, 15% off.
But at that point, you've already committed to betting on this game, and there's so much more game to bet on. So you do. And before you know it, you're betting on Keyshawn George to make 5 threes? Why did I do that? I don't even know who that is.
And so this is exactly what I see. They're parlaying everything, and as soon as they're out in the first round or in the first inning or the first quarter, they're re-upping, they're re-betting, they're putting in more money. And why? They need the dopamine.
I need to make the money back. The game is not exciting without it.
And I'm thinking, I'm enjoying this game. I'm enjoying this fight, and I bet nothing. Remember, I'm speaking from experience. I was once a gambling addict myself, and it was online Texas Hold'em. Was playing all night, all throughout the hours, driving to school, teaching the next day. Didn't have time to sleep. I was gambling. And so I said, once I win a tournament, I am done. Thankfully, I eventually won that tournament, and I was a man of my word, and I stopped gambling. But most people, they can't do this. Most people, they can't walk away. The thrill and the excitement of gambling, it captivates you. It entices you. It's fun. And thinking back, I do in fact miss it. But do you know what else I miss? I miss having my life. Going to the gym, training, sleeping, doing anything but gambling. When you're a gambling addict, that is all you do. You're up all hours of the night, you get up in the morning, and you haven't gone to bed yet. And so eventually, enough is enough. I don't want to miss out on the joys of life to sit there on a computer and gamble all of my money.
And I think that's one of the most dangerous things about gambling is that sometimes it works.
Exactly. This man is bang on. The most dangerous thing about gambling is that sometimes you do in fact win. And you're thinking,
Well, why didn't I bet more?
and so you do bet more, but then you lose. And then you have to bet more to make up for it. And eventually you've lost your life savings. Oh my goodness, isn't that what happened to Togi? And didn't he in fact do it again? And this is the difference between Togi and you. And I'm not talking about the fact that he has chlamydia or that he's dating a girl that won't clean up his kitchen. I'm talking about the fact that Togi is paid to gamble. They give him free money to gamble on the website. And on top of that, he's paid a salary. There's so much money to be made in gambling. Remember, we're talking about hundreds of billions of dollars that they're willing to pay almost anything to get social media influencers to get you addicted to gambling. Hasanabi's watched his video last night reacting to this, and he said they offered him $1 million to promote gambling.
As you guys know, I am such an anti-gambling crusader that I said no to Polymarket offering me $1 million fucking dollars as a starting.
That was the starting offer. He could have gotten more. I wanted to show you the video, but the video's since been removed. And so trust me, he's not the only one. I'm not going to name names, but many others have been offered hella cash to promote gambling, and it's not just to adults. They know that many of their audiences are teenagers, but they don't care.
There is problem gambling. It is a real problem. Whether it's gotten bigger or it's just become more noticeable because sports betting is legal, I think is an unknown.
Oh, it's unknown. We've legalized online gambling. There's way more gamblers now, lost over $240 million. But we don't know if it's from legalizing the online gambling. Yeah, we have no idea.
Such freaking nonsense.
You cannot deny the fact that making it so goddamn easy to bet anything at any time is leading to more people gambling who wouldn't have otherwise.
And so what do you think you're going to be willing to do if you're the owner of Plinkerball or any goddamn online gambling casino whatsoever? You're going to pay and shill out as much as you need in order to get other eyeballs onto your channel. You want people to bet on your channel, and you're willing to pay to advertise that. And so if Togi has 1 million eyeballs watching him gamble on any different site, where do you think people are going to go to also gamble?
Wow, look how fun it was. Togi won a car, he won $1 million. It looks exciting.
Only thing, he's winning Monopoly money. It's not even real.
America is still in this Wild West infancy where all these apps are just scrambling to find a way onto your phone before regulations start kicking in.
And so does this not make sense? If we don't want problem gamblers, should we not ban the availability of online gambling? How are we allowed to promote this? Imagine if we did this right now.
We're now to promote drugs everywhere.
And so imagine people are smuggling keys of creatine across the border and we're not allowed to advertise it.
Hey guys, I just got 100 keys from Colombia. Bro, it's the real shit. Come over and get it. You can get it on this website.
Do you think we want to now do that? Imagine how many more sniffing addicts we would have. And so they don't allow it. When you see commercials for drinking, you don't see them actually doing the drinking. Same with smoking. They're trying to limit how cool it is. Now, you can argue as to whether they should be allowed to promote it whatsoever, but there's not need to be a line in the sand where we perhaps think, yeah, this isn't okay.
At almost any point of any day, you can go to the slots tab on kick.com and see someone who is zonked out of their mind.
Cue Togi.
Full doghouse. Full fucking doghouse, dude. Dude.
Did I just watch this guy ruin his life?
No, because he's gambling with Monopoly money. It's not real. He's a great actor. He's paid to do this. And so that is how he's able to lose $1 million a month after losing his life savings. How did he have $1 million if he just lost his life savings? And how does he have 2 Rolexes? How does he have a Lamborghini? Use your head, guys.
But clips like this are just the flip side of an online ecosystem currently doing everything it can to convince impressionable teenagers scrolling through TikTok and YouTube shorts that gambling is awesome, actually, and you gotta start doing it.
And so that's the problem. The impressionable teenagers that watch this and are now going to be addicted.
These websites can just keep depositing money into their accounts whenever they lose, giving them unlimited funds to play with.
Unless Rubut's gonna give me free money, I think that's like actually it.
Imagine.
Unless they give me some free money, I guess I'm done gambling.
How many of you have a sugar daddy at home that once you run out of money, you're going to be then wired 10 bandos in order to gamble more money? Not many. And probably mostly the ladies.
The majority audience for a lot of these streamers are teenagers and young adults. People whose brains have not finished developing yet.
And so we see the most influential ages of people who are influenced by online gambling. 3% age 13 to 17, 50% age 18 to 24, brains only finish developing at the age of 25, and the remainder after 25 years of age. And so you can see it's mostly young people. In my age demographic of 49, remember I'm almost pushing 50 keys of testosterone across the border, but in my age demographic, hardly any, because we're now older and wiser. We're not stupid. We're not young little children. We've matured. We understand the value of money. And we don't do stupid things like gambling.
And don't even get me started on Drake. I know a large portion of his audience is underage because those are the people he's trying to
And so everyone knows that Drake gambles harder than last time. We see his bet close to $1 million. And so I'm not sure if the curse of Drake is whoever he puts his money on ends up losing, or whether any woman he gets with ends up being underage, or if he has a Drake the Snake Roberts. You know what I'm talking about. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost your algorithm. Please like the video if you liked it. Don't forget to watch one of those 2 bloops. Remember, if you got no money because you lost it all gambling, you can get the free diet and training program. It's on the website. Get over to the website. Remember, we've got over 400,000 newsletter subscribers. Get on to that. Also, cookbooks, training books, coaching plans by me and my team. The Harder Than Last Time clothing line. We got the tank tops, the hoodies, jogger pants, t-shirts, shorts, and so on. Get to the website. And of course, the Circle Diet book. And until next time, I am out.